Hello my friends, this is Splish. I hope you're having a great day. If you hear that my voice is a bit different, it is. I'm having a cold, quite a tough one right now, but I really wanted to make this video. Since this is a video in my series that is called How is this game doing in 2021? And since this year has been quite a bumpy road when you think about games that has been released, mainly AAA games such as Battlefield and Call of Duty and so forth, well, I thought I would show you a game that is just free to play and it's been out there for quite some time, and I gotta get to that as well. But I did play another game called Royale, which was a battle royale game with a kind of funny touch to it, or design. And that was also made by Darkflow Studio and published by Gaijin Entertainment. That was released at the end of 2019. But during 2020 it got a new name, and I think now it's called something like Cursed, F-O-A-D, if that makes sense, something like that. And I'm not sure if it's still out there and people are playing it, but yeah, it was fun to see. Nevertheless, they went on, meaning Darkflow Studios, and they have now made Enlisted, which was released on March 2, 2021, and the closed beta went live on PlayStation 5 in April, and the game was released on PC as an open beta test, and we are still there. It doesn't have like a official, well, it had a release, but yeah, it's still in beta, if that makes sense. Here you can see the campaigns, by the way. So far we have 4 to choose from, and most of the gameplay you're watching here is from the Berlin campaign and later on also from the Tunisia campaign. This is one of my favorites actually when it comes to Berlin. I really like the setting here, and also fighting my way through the streets and some quite well-known areas if you've ever been to Berlin. So let me know in the comments what kind of campaign you like the most, your favorite. That would be nice to know. Right here I'm playing a game mode called Squad, and it's kind of cool because you can be in charge of a own squad, meaning AI based squad, and you can tell the direction where to go if they're gonna defend like an objective, and that gives a kind of nice dynamic into the game, I would say. Sometimes it's not nice when you play against AIs and so forth, but I think it works really well in this game mode and in this game when it comes to squads. I think the mix between live players and AIs are working really well. But if that's not for you, there is a game mode called Lone Soldier, which is only for, you might say, real players, that you're able to unlock when you reach level 3. And then you are only in charge of one soldier and not like a whole squad as here when it comes to the AIs and so forth. If you played other World War II shooters, you will definitely recognize weapons here, and I think they work pretty well. There is one thing to say about performance that I hope they look into, and that has to do with netcode and hit detection. Because there are problems sometimes when it comes to hit detection, and I know they have been looking into this. It's nice to see that the developers are actually doing frequent updates. I can see that when it comes to the patch notes, but still that is the things that has to be said, so you are aware of that, and I hope they look into this, because besides that, the weapons looks and sounds good, I think, too. And especially for being, once again, a free-to-play shooter. And if you don't like only to play as an infantry player, which I mostly do, there's plenty of options as well if you want to go as a tank driver. And also, of course, if you like to conquer the air, meaning being a pilot. The good news here is that Gaijin also developed or are behind games such as War Thunder. So there's quite a lot of knowledge when it comes to good flight controls within the game. And the devs have also put down time when it comes to the authentic look of the uniforms in the game. They are supposed to be as they were at this point of time in World War II. The player's squad, soldiers and weaponry can be managed in the main menu, where squads can be switched and upgraded. New soldiers and also weapons can be purchased, and selected game modes and campaigns can be switched. So I would say that there you also have quite a variety if you want to, customize your squad in a certain way when it comes to both the weapons they're using, and also if you want to use a tank squad or go with pilots. It depends on you what you like to play as, and also when it comes to the certain campaign that you're playing. And since we mentioned the campaigns again, the battle will take place in large maps, which are based on major World War II battles on the Eastern Front and Western Front of World War II. Depending on the map, players will fight each other in 2 teams representing the Allies and Axis. Factions at launch are the Red Army, United States Army, and the Wehrmacht. The game features 4 campaigns as for now, which is Battle of Moscow, Invasion of Normandy, Battle of Tunisia and Battle of Berlin. And this is of course where I hope they will continue to add more content. To be honest with you, I hope they do that soon. Because nowadays a lot of people would like to see more content coming more often, since they want more challenges, explore new things in their favorite games. So I hope that they take a decision regarding that quite soon, and hopefully we'll have a 5th campaign in this game, maybe in the beginning of next year. I haven't been checking their roadmap, so I don't know if that is actually in development, but hey, you can always hope. I mentioned hit detection before. That is something that needs work and hopefully will become even better since it's a shooter game. I can't stress that enough. It's really important. Also for me, I've been playing so many games. I know how it feels when it's good and when it's not. And something that has been mentioned as well is the movement in this game. This is more like a preferable thing or not. I think people are referring to this as being a bit clunky regarding the movement. But I think it's also a bit of a realism thing for the devs. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing here, but when I am playing, and especially when I'm running, I can feel that it kind of translates pretty well into real life. I don't think I would run faster than my soldier, to be honest. Because nowadays in mostly the arcadish style of shooters, you can run insanely fast and move insanely fast, so I don't know, maybe that's the purpose of the movement, I guess. Another question that comes up once in a while regarding Enlisted is whether the game is pay to win or not. I would say it isn't. When I read Reddit posts, I saw someone saying, well, it's more like pay to progress, and I kind of agree upon that, because the grind, and that has to be said, can be quite, yeah, it takes time here. So you're aware of that. I mean, Gaijin has the same thing, I think, when it comes to War Thunder. You gotta play the game quite some before you actually get what you want, so that has to be also said about Enlisted. I'm playing it on PC, but it's also available on PS5, PS4 and Xbox. And there are game modes such as Conquest, Invasion, Assault and Destruction, so you got some variation there as well. I'm not going into depth when it comes to the actual game modes, because we also need to answer the question, how is this game doing in 2021, or actually the late part of 2021. It's now been, well, kind of released. I say kind of released, it's still in this beta since March this year. Well, it is a bit hard to find out, and the answer why is because also you don't play this game on Steam. I would say, unfortunately, I like to have all my games on Steam, it's very convenient. So in order to do that, also if you want to play Enlisted on PC, you have to download their launcher. That has to be said. It's not a hassle, it's not a problem, but it is there. So to find these numbers, I have been looking around, and if I'm gonna check out what Enlisted themselves say about their game, or actually the players being participant within tests and so forth, on April the 1st, by the way, before this more like release date, you might say, like closed beta or first open playtest of Enlisted was conducted, there was quite a few players. It says it was over 45,000 or 45,500 participants. And it equals to 3 divisions or something like that, and over 5,200,000 players, total soldiers in all battles, and so forth and so forth. That has to do with also, I guess, bots being in the game has to be mentioned. But even so, if you find better numbers or stats, let me know. I think though it tells something. It says that there are definitely a lot of people playing the game, and therefore I don't think you should have any trouble finding matches. I haven't. I played this game just yesterday, actually, yes, when I was recording these matches and the gameplay for you. So with that said, overall the experience with this game, it has been positive. I have been playing it quite some. I have been streaming the game, and yeah, people seem to like it, you know, and therefore I encourage you to give it a try and tell me what you think in the comment section. Maybe you've already played it a lot, let me know, and so forth. And with that, I just want to wish you a beautiful day and happy gaming, and stay healthy and all that stuff. I gonna cure my cold now. That's my main goal, so I can play a bit more, maybe some more Enlisted. Thanks for watching. Later.
Our defense has withstood the attack.